Here we are in the town of Baluk. We're finally kind of moving on when it comes to the side quests. I think we're down to maybe 3 or 4 left. I'm doing the Rhagoh quests last, because one of the quests there involves some... Essentially, you have to complete the other quests first to get the full reward. And Lashao here wants a something to be hunted, so let's do it. I actually used Lashao as a character in my... You recruit him after the quest is done. As a character in my first playthrough. He's a lot like Maddox, but in many ways just not as good. And, you know, he temporarily joins up, and we've been to... This is a sort of unusual in that this is the back door. It actually takes you in the back door to the Vale of the Gods. Normally, when you come in all the way over here. So if there's a dig point you wanted, well, it'd be a good time to get it. Not that there's anything real important here. The dig point that matters for Vale of the Gods is over on the far side there. And you can't go very far until you get the cutscene for the quest. Quote-unquote cutscene. It's, you know, just the monster shows up. And yeah, it's just one of these big birds. You can do this quest a lot earlier, actually. And I think he's probably individually harder than some of the other birds that we've fought for, you know, like the Silver Falcons. But I'm not too worried about it. I am going to leave Darien's group as sort of a side group. Oh, but he actually does use curse. I'm going to leave him as a side group just so we have somebody there to heal. If you don't have a whole sort of... Lashao, he's also here as a guest union. A whole lot of union, or a whole lot of people with Vivification Herb, and you're doing this much earlier, it's worth noting that they only do curse the first turn. After that, they never cast it again. And it's for this one, it's pretty easy to deal with, because all you have to do is let Lashao engage it, and he will kind of take the brunt of it. Unfortunately, you know, curse is in some ways the least of your concerns. He also has a couple other rather nasty attacks. I've got the healing crew on standby, so... Unfortunately, Lashao did not survive, which means that those guys who... If you order a side attack, and then they don't actually, you know, there's no one remaining in the union that's currently deadlocking the target. You end up with you don't get the side attack. In that case, I got raid locked because he was engaged with no one and he had done something. So silent gas, I guess, is higher priority. Here comes the big gamble. Not too bad. To a certain extent, Lashao is more trouble than he's worth in that he's very weak, and he gives the guy another opportunity to cast that freaking acid breath or the ice breath or, you know, anything really. The spirit is also, I mean, sure it doesn't do as much damage, but it does also automatically reduce morale. So morale is sort of starting to creep up now since we're really kind of ganging up on him and getting a lot of flanking attacks. I am still going to make a point of not having all my unions engaged, though. And that may be working against me from the standpoint of I'm missing out on a rear attack and sort of extra morale bonus, but I don't care. It's more important to me to have that sort of backup available of not having to worry about instantly dying. Well, I guess we'll just have everybody engage. Watch me regret that. I think morale is high enough that he doesn't really have the power to instantly kill us. Since having low morale gives him huge damage bonuses. And he's going down pretty quickly anyways. Oh, I guess they chose to heal anyways. That's interesting. He did enough damage to a single party member that that party member died. That doesn't happen that often. But I have a feeling we're not going to get a chance to raise whoever that party member was. And from the body line on the ground that I saw there, I think it was Pagus. Oh, he actually survived. I'm not even getting the option to killed by a normal attack. Come on.
Sweet!
Excellent.
Little by little, I'm becoming stronger. May the God Emperor bless you all.
There's also Vivification Tincture, which is distinct from Vivification Herb. It essentially resurrects them for more health. It also uses different herbs, and that's really the main advantage to it. So, well, I'm gonna save here, 1 second. I was just checking the wiki to see if I could find anything that's worth harvesting, and there isn't, so. And you just have to talk to him again to finish the quest. And they show the little scene for entry to Malfina again. I don't know why. Somehow, I guess you might not have been here before? And apparently there's some local politics. There's a remnant here, and it's not bound, so there's a whole collapse thing going on. Frustrations is nice as a quest, because even if you aren't going to recruit Leshao, you still get a lot of money out of it. It's 30,000. Which... I mean, let's take a look at Leshao's stats. I forget what he starts with. All I remember is he's not really very useful in the long run. Yeah. If you have party members who start with really high hexes, they are fairly useful. And there are a couple fights I'm going to need Cachexia for, and one of them is kind of before I can really assemble my final party. So even sort of placeholder characters that happen to have high hexes are still something I'm interested in. Anyway, that's one of 2 quests here in Baluk. Next time we'll finish the other one, and then we'll head on to Rhaosha and almost be done with this side quest madness. Imagine that.